Frank Ehrhardt, John R. Wood Properties. Welcome to the March 2026 market update for Southwest Florida real estate. Median sales price for Cape Coral for March 2026 was $355,000, and that's down about 4% from the prior year. If you take a look at the number of active listings that we have on the market, that's down over 21% from the prior year, and that's over 1,000 units. So inventory has definitely dropped drastically. Number of units sold, we sold 584 units during the month. That's down about 3% from the prior year. And if you take a look at the number of months of inventory that we have now, we currently have about a 7-month supply of inventory. That's down from about 8 a year ago, and that's the lowest since December of 2024. And if you take a look at the number of days to sell, currently it's taking about 54 days to sell, and that's down from about 60 a year ago. So my outlook for Cape Coral, the market is definitely stabilizing a bit. So inventories come down quite a bit. Sales are almost up to the level that they were a year ago. I think we're going to kind of see a flat market through summer in Cape Coral. The median sales price for Fort Myers was $330,000. That's down about 5% from the prior year. If you take a look at the number of active listings that we have on the market, that's down significantly. It's down 22% from the prior year. Taking a look at the number of units sold during the month, we had 585 units sell, and that's up about 2% from the prior year, so that's a good sign. Months of inventory, we currently have about a 7-month supply of inventory. That's down from 9 months a year ago. Taking a look at the number of days to sell, it's taking 65 days to sell versus 44 a year ago. So my outlook for Fort Myers, with inventory coming down and sales actually increasing from last year, I think we're near the bottom for Fort Myers. I think we're going to have a relatively stable summer. The median sales price for Fort Myers Beach for the month was $480,000. That's actually down 14% from the prior year, and that's the lowest that we've seen since December of 2022. Number of active listings on the beach, we've got 631 active listings currently, and that's down about 6% from the prior year. And if you take a look at the number of sales during the month, we sold 45 units, and that's up from 20 a year ago, so quite a bit more activity this year than the prior year. And if you take a look at the number of months of inventory, that leaves us with about a 14-month supply solidly in a buyer's market. However, that is down from 34 months a year ago, so significant improvement there. And number of days to sell, it's taking about 60 days on average currently, and that was 40 days a year ago. So my outlook for Fort Myers Beach, inventory is down slightly. Sales were up quite a bit. I think sellers that are anxious, motivated to sell are selling currently. Those that are not are sitting on the market for long periods of time. I think there's still some downward pressure on pricing through the summer. Median sales price for the month was $999,000. That's up about 10% from the prior year. If you take a look at the number of active listings on the market, we've got 618 listings on the market, and that's down about 11% from the prior year. Taking a look at the number of sales during the month, there were 53 sales during the month, and that's up quite a bit. That was up from 27 a year ago, and that's the highest activity we've had since February of 2023 on SandCap. That leaves us about a 12-month supply of inventory, and that's down from 26 months a year ago, so it's down significantly. Median days to sell is about 99 days currently, and it was 49 a year ago. So my outlook for SandCap, the increase in activity is a big positive. The decrease in inventory also a positive. I think we're going to see a very stable market through the summer for SandCap. Median sales price for Naples in March was $600,000. That's down about 9% from the prior year. If you take the number of active listings that we have on the market, we've got 7,670 active listings, and that's down over 1,000 units from last year, down about a 13% decrease. Number of sales during the month, we sold over 1,000 units, 1,015 units during the month, and that is a 25% increase in activity, so significantly more activity this year versus the prior year. And that leaves us with an 8-month supply of inventory, and that's down from 11 a year ago. Number of days to sell, it's taking about 58 days this year, and it was at 61 days a year ago. So my outlook for Naples, with the big increase in buyer activity and the decrease in inventory, there are buyers out there. They are looking for buying opportunities. I think we will have a relatively stable summer for Naples. Thanks for watching this month's market update. Check back in next month. My contact information is below. I'd love to help you buy or sell any real estate in Southwest Florida.